Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the sixth episode of Project Ozone. Behind me, I'm having some visual glitches with the items, but that's not what I'm here for. In between episodes, I've been doing a lot of work on the quest book, and if we take a look, we can see I have a lot of stuff done. I've done a lot of the Tinker's stuff, a lot of the furnaces, and then I did all of our spikes over here. And I've yet to get started on Gamma or Theta, but we're getting there. So started on a lot of the quests, but to work on the auto sieve, which we need, if we look here, the automatic sieve, I need some Invar and Electrum. So that's what I'm down here to take care of. If we put in our silver and we mix that with the gold that's already in here, we should be able to make some Electrum, and then also we'll need to make some Invar. So I need 4 ingots of the Electrum and a couple more of the Invar. I don't remember. But let's take a look here. So you can see it combines together. So now we have shoot, that's a lot of Electrum. Yeah, that's more than I'm gonna need. That oh, that gave us Invar. I do not want Invar. I want Electrum, but that's okay. So pour an Electrum ingot. It's all pretty plain and simple. The Tinker's construct way of doing it, while it can be a little bit slow, is one of the coolest, I think, because it just allows you to make so many different ingots, and you don't feel like you're always mining. I like it. It's cool. So there's our 4 Electrum that we need, and we're gonna need more Invar, which means that we need more iron, and that slime is really loud. But just grab some iron from here, then we can throw it in. And that slime's been taken care of, and now we have our ingots that we need, but we also, for the quest book, need to finish up the Tinker's Construct quest line. And so we need a tool binding cast and a tough tool binding cast. I think I have a tool binding cast, right? Nope, doesn't look like it. So we're gonna have to make both. To do that, we should grab, there should be cobblestone in here, yep. So we need a tool binding and a tough tool binding, which you're telling me I don't have it. That's really annoying. Okay, grab that. And then what we do is take it, throw it down on there, and we grab our gold and pour it around it. And voila, we now have a tool binding. Would you like to update, sir? Yep, so that's updated now. And do I not have, really thought I had this stuff. Oh, that's really annoying if I don't. Do I have any wood? I just need a little bit of wood. Oh, goodness. Okay, well, I will make that tough tool binding here in a minute, but then we can move on to with today's episode. Alright, so I finished that quest, but now we need to make the automatic sieve. So, should just be able to make an Electrum gear, and then, yep, right like that, auto sieve. And then also for this quest, we need, let's see, it's right over here. We need some fortune upgrades and speed upgrades. So, nope, I can't spell. I like that, maybe. Or, I think I have that. Oh, I don't have any of the vibrant alloy. I do. Oh, but I only have one. Oh, thought I had more than that. It's not good. Fortune upgrade, speed upgrade. Speed upgrade, here it is. I don't think I have a dark steel. Well, I do have enough dark steel to make it awesome. This is the nice thing about this. I don't have to go search. I can just up and click it. I know I have more redstone alloy down below. I need to figure out a way to get that set up so that I can access it from my storage system. Maybe that's what we're going to end up working on today. Oh, a little bit of lag there. We'll have to see. The plan for today, actually, is to set up a completely automatic energy system so that our ME system up there will never run out. Because right now it's kind of, I go and I throw in a little bit of saplings to the biogenerator, and then I wait a couple 20 minutes or 30 minutes, and then I have to go back and put in more. So hopefully today we'll be able to figure everything out so that we don't have to mess around with that. Put that in there like that. Don't need those. Grab our speed upgrades. And then that should be the quest. I made the fortune upgrades. I know I did. Yes, here they are. Sometimes the quests take a little while. Ah, there we go. And we can claim it. Awesome. Ah, okay, here we go. So we should be able to make that, right? Engineer's hammer. And this should give us our intro into immersive engineering, I think. Yep, we get our engineer's manual. Awesome. Immersive engineering is a really fun mod, but I often feel like many other mods are just better at what it is. And so I often don't play with it, but I still really like it. I think it's a awesomely well-designed mod. My plan for today to remedy all the issues that we're having with our power system is to use ender chests to transfer items around. And so in this mod, you can use ender chests to send items around the world. And I want to do that, but I need blaze rods. And I could craft them from redstone and gold, but that's really expensive, and I'm actually running super low on redstone. If we take a look, I basically don't have any. And while our mod farm does produce it, it produces it really slow. So I think our best bet is to go into the nether and try and find a fortress. So I went into the nether and I ended up getting 4 blaze rods. I left them over there in the storage system, but I really did not enjoy the experience. It took me way too long, and I died at least once, I think. It just was not worth it. So I decided to follow the other path of getting redstone. And that means we need to make these redstone seeds, which requires a lot of stuff to grow. And right now I am trying to have the dandelion seed, right? Yes, so I have the dandelion seed, but what I'm trying to get is this poppy seed, which needs pumpkin seeds and sugar cane. Right? No? Oh, yes, I'm trying to get a pumpkin seed, which needs carrot and potato, which I have potato and carrot, and I keep on getting carrot seeds, and I don't know what the deal is. And if we look, oh shoot, did it again. If we look at the pumpkin seeds, we can really use whatever we need beneath. We just need to get it to grow. And this is the only way to do it. I might actually be able to, if I take a look, get it from a pumpkin. Okay, there's a 3% chance if we sift dirt. We might end up doing that if we don't get it. But we can set up the bottom part of our farm, and we can actually make enough of the blaze rods to make enough ender chests right now. So I think while we're waiting for that to grow, that's what we're going to try and do. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, I killed the king slime. I don't really know what any of this does, but I guess I'll keep it. There's no reason not to. But now if we grab some lapis, we can take this down to the storage system down there, the mob storage system, and I'll show you what we're going to do. It's going to be basically, we're going to pull items out before they go into the storage system. So if we just put this down, and we're going to tile the right one blue, so that will color code it. And then we need a item filter, which I thought I had right there, and apparently I don't. Okay, let's make that happen. Okay, so up here, I grabbed the item filter, but we just need to route this. Oh, come on, go on top. There we go. We need to route this directly into our crusher. So we're just gonna have it extract and pull it into there. So anything that shows up in here will get pulled out and put in here directly. And so as long as we toggle whatever we put in down below, it will put it in separately. Alright, so toggling this input, we're going to put it to insert. We need to put an item filter in it, and then I need to go and grab a sapling. So we're going to grab one of these, and one of these. Those are our 3 saplings. And we need to put them into the item filter. So we'll just go like this, and like that. And these will be whitelisted, and then we're going to set this on a higher priority than what's going into here, which is set at 0. But lastly, we need to set this to blue. So right like that. And then these 3 things should get put into here, and then they'll go up top. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a lot of these mega rubber saplings, and I'm going to put them into here. We should see them going into here. Yep. And now if we run up top, we'll get to see them being crushed. And yep, sure enough, here they are, just getting crushed directly into biofuel, and it feeds directly into the biogenerator, which is exactly what we want. I have been making some more of these pulsating chipsets in hope that we will get to work on some more ME stuff later today, but we're going to have to see. Exciting news. I got the redstone seeds. It took me a really long time, but now we can plant them. They're a little bit special because you have to plant them. You don't have to plant them on the iron blocks as you see here, but you do have to have them with redstone ore underneath. So I had to go and grab some of that. But now we have them, and you gotta remember, you can't bone meal it, so there's no easy way to cheese the system. You really just have to let it grow. And so my plan is to just sit for a while and let it spread to all of these, and then we'll talk more about mutations later. And I was going to show you how I was mutating all of the flowers, like the red tulips and the daisy seeds, into it, because there's that entire process of the mutations, and it's just all over the place. But I wasn't able to do it, and I actually ended up getting these whenever I was talking to my mom on the phone, and so I couldn't record a clip at that moment. But we now have them, and it's super exciting. So now we're on to our way to producing redstone. And it turns out that I'm as stupid as I seem. For some reason it wouldn't grow on the iron blocks. I don't know why, but for some reason it won't. If we search it, I'll show you why I thought it could. Because it says block of iron. I don't know if perchance I was using the wrong block of iron or whatever. But whenever you put it on dirt, you sure can bone meal it. So I'm letting it spread. We're going to see where we get. Interestingly, no, it is block of iron 42. So I don't really know. I'm just going to let it mutate, but we gotta get somewhere eventually. So while I have been turning all of these into what is called 999 redstone seeds, so I guess actually I haven't explained that yet. So you have growth, gain, and strength on each of the seeds, and as they mutate, they have a chance to um, give a point or two to one or two of the stats as they move along. So we're allowing them to mutate all the way down into the back end, and I'll just grow them up as they go. And eventually we're going to have some really good seeds. So like you can see here, we have some lower ones like 2 to 3. This is about where I started out. You always start out with 1, 1. But after the first round, I had like a 4, and then this is the third round. And I started out with a 4, 5, 8, I think. So we're getting closer to having really good redstone seeds, and the faster and the higher the numbers, they'll grow faster, give you more redstone, and I forget what strength does. I don't remember. But I decided that I needed a way to harvest it non-manually whenever we get the 999. And so I made myself a slice and splice, which, if we look, it's actually pretty expensive. It required I think I used a skeleton head and this machine chassis, so I had to make some dark steel, and I actually had to make some solarium as well. But once I had all that made, it wasn't too bad. But the reason we need that is because I want to make a harvester. Harvester? Oh, come on. ER. Harvester. And so we need a Z-Logic controller. The dark axes will be a little bit annoying, but I can take care of those. It's the Z-Logic controller that we have to make in the slice and splice. And so to get the zombie heads and skeletons heads, you have to use a cleaver, and I put a bunch of luck on this so that I forget where we can see it. Oh yes, there you go. You can see I have a 20% chance to behead any mob that I kill with it, and so I finally got another zombie head. And we can put that in, and you can see we get a Z-Logic controller. Super cool. The one issue is that these axes always get used up really fast because, well, they only have 1 durability. So I might have to use a different axe in there. I don't know. Right now I'm just using that, but that's how it's going for now. And then I think if we might be able to make it now. If we make our dark axes, 1, 2. We need our plastic sheets. You get the raw plastic by smelting rubber bars, which you get by cutting frickin' what's it called? The rubber trees. Yeah. So should be able to make it now. Actually, we probably need another pair of shears. And I think I have a chassis. Nope, I did not plan ahead. Okay, so we make that using more dark steel. Like that. And now we have a harvester. Awesome. So, obviously we're going to have to power this, but I don't really know how it works. But, we'll figure it out. Okay, well, I plugged it in, and it seems to work right away. So if I grow this up, eventually you'll see it gets harvested. It's a relatively quick, gosh darn it. And yeah, so this obviously doesn't help with our mutating situation, but you can see we're getting redstone in here. And that's exactly what we want. I'm not going to bother to put this down now, because I still want everything here to end up mutating so that we can get that 9-9, and it will grow as fast as possible. But I think that this might be where we end up leaving it, because it's harvesting a 3x3 area in front of it. And I wonder if there's any upgrades for it. We search Mine Factory. Upgrades. Okay. Oh, here we go. So these upgrades increase it by 10, 11, -1, emerald. Okay, so it looks like a tier system, but we might be able to do it. Okay, if we search in Mine Factory. Alright, so I'm assuming we have to start with the basic tier of, oh, we do have to make cobble. Alright, well, I'll tell you what. I'm going to make these upgrades and we'll see what we can get to. Alrighty, our first snag is at bronze, but I think actually I should be able to make this using Tinker's Construct, right? If we search bronze here, there should be a way to alloy it, I would think. Molten bronze. We need copper and tin. Okay, yeah. So if we just take some copper and tin with us, actually, we can take this, and then I should have some tin. Yeah, so if I just take a little bit of tin with me, we should be able to make it. So I'll go and alloy that, and then continue on from there. And I have finally got it. The 10, 10, 10. I was actually wrong. I thought it only went up to 9, but it turns out it goes up to 10, which is all the better for us, I think. So I've started preparing the area where this will go, and it's gonna be a really big area. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that, but we can always change it later. But I need to start getting more plants. So the plan is to just let it mutate, and it won't ever mutate back down to a 9. So we can just let it mutate, and we'll slowly get more and more seeds out of it. And eventually we should have enough to fill this area up over here. And also, I am getting more dirt from over here, get rid of that, by using just some of these barrels. So I put in a bunch of saplings up top, and they're just getting composted, but this means that I don't have to do anything, and even though we're still a long ways off from getting more, enough dirt, that'll put us on our way. With all of this done today, I am actually out of time in this episode. I thought I had more time, but I was editing, and it looks like I'm at about the 20-minute mark right now. And so we're desperately out of time. And while I do want to get in these into here, I'll probably do that while I am away for Christmas break. And whenever we come back to the next episode of this, we'll have this done and our redstone needs will be satisfied. The main thing that I'm going to have to do is gather up all of the redstone ore that needs to go underneath it, because I need the same number of redstone ore as I do dirt blocks, and getting the 25-ish that are underneath here is a big pain, because the only way you can get it is by going to the nether and mining around and then smelting the nether redstone ore. And the nether is not a very friendly place. But I think that's okay, and I'm super happy with what we've been able to get done today. So thank you very much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed it, and I will see you again in the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.